How's it going? In my defense, I did message a little bit before I went live, and then, clicked the go live button, and then I saw that you messaged again, and I'm like, I have just enough time to send this out. Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack. How's it going? Hey, Dusty. Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday, everybody. What have been some highlights from the weekend? For me, a definite highlight was getting to check out the new bowling alley, because for those of you who don't know, the bowling alley I usually bowl at, part of the roof came off in a microburst. And then, so that made it where there was some interior damage. And so we had to move our league over to a different alley across town. And so this past Sunday was our first time bowling at that alley. And just figuring out, how do their lanes differ, kind of a thing. Because one thing you'll learn is that while lanes are overall the same, there are some differences. They respond to oil differently, possibly, for example. And so, just figuring all that out, and I managed to get over 100 every game, and I was like, woohoo! I know, right? Right, Addo? Oh, man, it was crazy. As soon as I respond to Dusty's, I'm going to tell the story again, so that way you get the full context of the terror that Donna experienced about a week ago. Love Week is going strong. We served 100, and each 4 has their own events. Your next event is Thursday and Friday. I love it! I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I am so glad to hear that Love Week is starting off strong, and you guys are doing so, so, so well. I am so happy for you, and I'm going to pray that it continues to go well. Let me make sure I have that for you. Yep, I do. Oh, each campus has its own event. Gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense. I love that. You're very blessed. A very close friend of yours, her parents gave you your dream acoustic electric guitar for free. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. You guys, I will one of these days have to show you my 2 guitars that I have back here that I need to relearn how to play, because I took lessons for a while and then life got busy and I forgot to keep up the guitar, and so then I forgot most of what I learned. And so I have to reteach myself. But before I show off the guitars, Addo, I know you said I am a good bowler. I try. Right now, I was in a slump for a while. I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. I'm starting to get back to where I'm getting more and more consistent, knock on wood. There we go. And hopefully, yes. But, Addo, I don't know if you heard the full story. So last Sunday, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, we were in game 3 of 3, had pretty much just started. And we're looking out the window and we're like, oh wow, look at that. Lots of wind and rain. The wind is really howling out there, and it's a downpour. Good thing we're inside. About 5 minutes later, I look up and there's some water damage to the ceiling right above our lane, or right above me. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and tell the front desk people what's going on. And right as I'm getting ready so I go up, I head up there, and other people had already headed up there to say, hey, we have all our water damage too. So I let him know, hey, lanes 3 and 4, I think it was. And he was like, okay, cool, thank you. So I head back, and I see, right, about 5 minutes later, we hear thud, like a loud thud. And everybody thought that it was a tree. And so I book it over because I'm like, oh man, I want to see what's going on. Not going outside, just seeing what I can from the inside. And so I look and I see part of the roof in the parking lot. And so then next thing I know, I'm listening and I hear one of the workers say, "We're evacuating." Or we're going to have to evacuate, something like that. So I snap into call taker and dispatcher mode. And I start booking it over to my mom. And I'm like, start packing up, we're evacuating, let's go. And so she starts packing up. I'm going, Mom, it was the freaking roof. And so then I start taking pictures of some of the water damage after I packed everything up, and let the person at the front desk know, hey, I've got pictures if you need them. And he's like, cool, we'll call you if we need them. And so then as I walk back, I see some people going from one end of the bowling alley towards the main doors. And I'm like, no, go this way, back where you came from, that's where we're going out, kind of a thing, because it looked like that was the easiest door to get out. And so it would be the least affected and everything like that. And it turned out that door was locked. So for a brief second, I felt terrible. I thought it was the wind. Turned out it was locked. 2 workers come over, they open it, and they're going, go, 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 go. And so about that time, we get notifications of, we're under tornado watch. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't think they intended to. I think I don't know if something happened on the outside that maybe caused, I don't know. I think they thought they had unlocked it, but they had actually locked it. I don't know. It was weird. And so, but there were other exits we could have gone out. It's just that was the one that was going to be the least affected. Right? And so Mom and I, we grab our stuff. We're booking it out to Mom's car. We had driven separately because I thought I would be going to Bible study, so we drove separately. No, I did not go to Bible study, and spoiler alert, I did not go to Bible study. I tossed my stuff into Mom's car, we sit there for a second, take it all in, and we call the pastor and his wife, tell them that we can't take the kids home from Bible study because we're not going to Bible study. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. We tell them what's going on. They're like, oh, crap. And so then we call Dad, who says, is there a parking garage near you? And we're like, oh, yeah, the mall has a parking garage. So we drive over to the mall, get on the lowest level about halfway in, because the big thing was we just wanted to make sure we were out of the rain. And because by that point, it had gone from tornado watch to like torrential downpour, severe thunderstorm warning kind of a thing. And so then we wait about 15-20 minutes. Rain has stopped enough that we're like, okay, we can make this. So I get into my car, she gets into hers, because she had driven me over to my car. I followed her over to the parking garage, got back into her car, so that way we weren't, separated. We could just talk while we hung out. And so I get back into my car. We start driving home. On the way home, we ran into we not ran into as in literally ran into, but ran into as in we saw so many downed trees. It was absolutely bonkers, you guys. So we decided we're going to take a different way home. And so then we take a different way home, and this different route home takes us over some railroad tracks. Those railroad tracks, half of one of the crossing arms had gotten blown off in the wind. Like, the top half of one of those crossing arms had gotten blown off, and we were like, what? So thankfully we managed to get home safely. So that is the story of the terror that Donna experienced last week. Let's see. Yes, Dusty, go Team US for the next 2 weeks. It's Olympics time, you guys. Oh my gosh, go USA! 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 Hey, Dreamer! Addo said gooseneck. I know, right, Dreamer? And the tornado watch, what are the chances, right? What? Really? A tornado where Donna is? Do you remember the temp that day? I don't. I honestly don't. I want to say it was maybe in the 80s or 90s. How's it going, Ancient Ice? Did the coming twister just decide I'm going to cause the most chaos in my short lifespan? Pretty much. It decided I'm going to take the front part of the roof off of the bowling alley here. Alright, you guys. Hold on a second. I know I promised you guys a guitar. So, 1 second. Alrighty, do we want to start with the acoustic? Possibly acoustic electric? I'm fairly sure it's acoustic electric. It's, I just have yet to figure out where to plug it in, because I have yet to play it. I mostly just play it acoustic. Or do we want to start with the electric? Which one do we want to start with? One's in chat for acoustic electric, two's in chat for electric. I see a 2, so we're starting with the electric. This is Mandy. Isn't she, though? She is a Yamaha. No, not Yamaha. Ibanez. It is not a Les Paul. It is an Ibanez. Or she is. Here we go. It's much easier to fit her in her case without her strap, so... Yes! Let's see... Ah, my hair's all in my face. There we go. I know I don't remember a lot of chords. I'm just playing random. And then I'll set Mandy on the bed. And this one is a Yamaha. And yes, she is strapped. She does have straps. And here we have Gallifrey, my Yamaha. And yes, I did name him Gallifrey. Either one, his or her. I kind of alternate, just because I never remember. We are. I'm a definite pack rat. I guess maybe it does have, she does have this, but I don't think there's anywhere to plug it in. I don't think it's an acoustic electric. Must just be acoustic, and then it has a built-in it just has a built-in tuner. And then the battery for the tuner. Yeah, that's the only thing on the bottom. Yeah, definitely not. There's nowhere to plug it in. I thought that it was acoustic electric, but apparently not. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, where would I plug it in? There we go, and Gallifrey will stay right here for now. Perfect. Right? Just an acoustic with a tuner. Random fun fact, the guy that's the lol emoji is the late consumer rights activist Total Biscuit. Huh. That's cool. Right? Both of them are just so gorgeous in their own way. I'm pretty sure I need to invest in new strings on them before I really start learning. But I do have, in this, all 3 Hal Leonard method books. So I can totally teach myself how to do it. And there's a Guitar Center not terribly far from my house. Excuse me. Little burp ASMR tonight. 2 guitars, a violin, 2 flutes, a piccolo, a pan flute, an ocarina, a lyre, and I'm sure something else. Wow, I love all of your instrument family, Lady Foes. That is so cool. You should probably get yourself a USB piano to get back into learning it. You can see right back here. I have a keyboard. But she doesn't have a name. And I don't know, I am not sure how I came up with the name Mandy. I rate that burp a 2 out of 10. You can do better. Thank you for your faith in me, Addo. Donna is the keyboard's name. Hey, there we go. There we go. That could work, actually. That could work. Honestly, though, the name Mandy just came to me one day for the Ibanez. It was one of those things where I was just like, you know what? You need a name, and your name is Mandy. First thing that came to mind. But yes, let's go ahead and pray, because we have a bit shorter of a stream on Tuesdays, because I wake up so early. I wake up so early on Wednesdays for work. So we only have about a little over an hour. And so I'd really like to take the next few minutes just to pray. If you have any prayer requests, please feel free to drop them below in chat. And I will be more than happy to pray over them. Adipose is sitting next to you and you're typing what he's saying so he can participate as well. I love it! Hashtag couple goals. Hashtag couple goals. Alright, you guys, let's go ahead and pray. I'll look up partway through the prayer to make sure I don't miss any, and we'll go from there. Dear Lord, thank you so much for today and for who you are and how much you love us. What you did for us on the cross and what you did for us when you rose from the grave. Defeating sin and death forever, Lord. Making a way for us to be with you. I pray for every person here and every person who's going to come, Lord. I ask that you be with them. I ask that you just show them your presence in a new and mighty way, Lord. I pray over America in this election season, Lord, that you give us wisdom in how to vote. Let the people that you want in office be in office. I pray Romans 13:1 over our country right now, Lord. And as scary a time as this can be, I know that you are in control of it all. I ask that you bring revival to America, Lord. We need you so desperately. I pray over Ladyfoes and Adipose and their little baby, that you just keep this baby big and strong, Lord. That you... or I guess healthy and strong is a better word choice there, Lord. Keep this baby healthy and strong and with good heart rate and developing on time, Lord. I ask that you just give Ladyfoes strength and energy to get everything done that she needs to get done. I ask that you take away as much of the pain as possible, Lord. And I ask that you be with STL as he gets ready for his Botox injection, that you let that Botox injection help, that you be with him on the road, that you just make it where traffic is nice and easy and flowing smoothly, Lord. Let the Botox injection help rid him of his headaches, Lord. Thank you for the work you've done in his insurance fiasco that he was going through, Lord. And just be with his mental health as well, Lord. I ask that you be with Phelan and his headaches and restore his relationship with his family, Lord. Be with Solon and Earthsuit, Lord. Restore her relationship with her dad. Be with his health too, Lord. And as she gets ready to start school next month, I ask that you be with her in that. Give her a mind that's able to comprehend everything, Lord. And be with her upcoming short trip, and let the funeral service go well, Lord. Help her to be able to find balance in life, getting everything done that she wants to get done. Help her comfort level with driving to get back to where it was as well, Lord. I pray for Dusty, that you help him with his rent and his stress levels, and give him rain that is so desperately needed, Lord. Be with the Love Week that's going on in his church, and let it be successful and continue to be successful, Lord. I ask that you be with Kishu's Unspokens, Lord. You know what they are, and I just ask that they be answered according to your will. I pray for Bayo and Zyro, that you just be with them, Lord. Be with Bayo's upcoming work trip, and be with Zyro as he's just going through a lot right now. I ask that you just be with him and his family, Lord. Be with DLC and help us to know and discern the direction that you want us to go in, Lord. be with Amethyst and her mental health and her physical health, Lord. Just, and help her to be able to discern your voice over everything else, Lord. And help her and her husband to find a good church home, Lord. I ask that you be with Catherine Naomi and all the stuff that she has going on, Lord. And Starlina as she recovers from injuries. And just anybody who needs you, Lord. Everybody needs you. Be with Tie-Dye Chef Dave and his mental health and his job as he's taking some time off from streaming, Lord. Just be with him, Lord, and help him discern your voice and your direction. Be with Lotu and all of the other Christian streamers here on Twitch, Lord. Just help them be a shining light for you. Be with Vocal Duck and help him get this job that he applied for, Lord. Let him hear back soon. Be with everybody here. Let us have a fun time of fellowship. And in your name I pray. Amen. You flooded the garden tonight? What happened? How did that happen? You love that I said big and strong, and I love you more for changing that to healthy. Shows that Donna loves me. Oh, I do love you, Lady Foes. I realized as soon as I said it, I was like, wait. I don't know about that one, Lord. Let's go with healthy. We'll make it a healthy weight, a healthy baby, and all that good stuff. Oh no, your pregnancy brain forgot that the water was on? Oh no. Are all the crops okay? Hey Shorty, how's it going? We're gonna play some more Hogwarts Legacy. They're fine, just sad. Okay. Well, I'm glad the crops are fine. That's a good start. And that is true. We don't need you trying to deliver a baby with a big head. That's not gonna work well. No. I don't want that for you. But you guys know what time it is. Starting to get the Awana ball rolling again for the next year. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And then we go back. I had the sound all off so I wouldn't get distracted. We're actually getting all of the stuff rolling for Awana this year too. We have... Hold on, I've got the count. I have the count here somewhere. From our commander. We have currently 7 cubbies, 15 sparks, and 15 truth and trainers. So for those who don't speak Awana, 7 3 to 4 or 3 to 5 year olds, 15 kinder through second, 15 third through 6th. Something fun, you and a member of the presidency of your primary, children ages 2 through 11 at church, get to get your yearly program put together. It's all good. I figured it out. That is so cool. I absolutely love that. I want to say we're starting the 15th of August. Let me double check that though. Okay, we have everything. Oh, I see. Another Awana year is approaching. Let's see. I will answer that in 1 second, Lady Foes. We start August 21st. August 21st. You got together to get the program together. Oh, okay. That's super cool. I love that. If it's ye old fog of war, call the groundskeeper, get some volunteers, find out what the heck's going on. Right? Right? So, AWANA stands for Approved Workmen Are Not Ashamed, and it comes from 2 Timothy, I want to say it's 2 Timothy 3:16 or 3... 2 Timothy 3. Let's pull that up. Nope. 2:15. 2 Timothy 2:15. That's what it is. Which says, do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who does not need to be ashamed, and who correctly handles the word of truth. And so they call it AWANA, taking the beginning letters of approved workmen are not ashamed. Is the AWANA, do you happen to know if the AWANA theme song is still the official AWANA theme song from like years ago? The firmly AWANA stands, led by the Lord's commands.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section.
Not ashamed.
Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Boys and girls for his service claim. Hail AWANA on the march for youth. Hail AWANA holding forth the truth. Building lives on the word of God. AWANA stands, our Savior following, with steps unfaltering and love unaltering. His praise we sing. His banner over us, in service glorious, will fight victorious for Christ our King. Youth on the march. That's what it always was when I was a kid. So we're gonna talk to Sebastian.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Okay. Oh, you haven't heard that one in a while? Right? Nobody ever sings it anymore. You gotta love storytelling games sometimes. I know you developed this character to be straight-laced, but it's time to do this thing that is so wrong. Right? Right, Dreamer? It's like, come on. Let's see. Let's go with... Because if we say that it's to do with Ranrock, then we have to tell him what happened on the way. But if we say, I'm not entirely certain...
Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
Then we're
if
good.
You say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So...
Why do I feel like that's foreshadowing?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
I feel like that's
You
gonna
can't get
come
it
back
yourself?
to bite me in the butt.
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted
He might
section.
be able
And
to,
I
Dreamer.
am.
He might be able
Meet me
to.
outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Okay.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist.
Okay.
Aside
That's good
from
to know.
wanton destruction of property,
Adipose has
he
never
loves
heard of
nothing
Awana
more
before.
than
He
telling
grew
on
up
the likes of
Baptist
us.
and is non-denominational now. And that's interesting, because I grew up Southern Baptist, currently attending a Southern Baptist church, and grew up in Awana. But then again, not every Baptist church has Awana. Because it's a program you kind of sign up for. You register your church with it. And so you don't necessarily have to be Southern Baptist or any form of Baptist. You can be any denomination and use the Awana curriculum. It's just typically used by Baptists, I believe. You personally thought Awana was a new thing, so now you're confused. Aww. I actually still have. Let me see if my camera can pick it up. Exactly, you're like Shorty is Presbyterian. Nope, I don't have it up there anymore. But Presbyterian Church of America. Started in 1950 in Streamwood, hence why they named in the original TNT curriculum, which is the one that I went through, because they went through a bunch of different changes about the time that I reached 3rd, 4th grade. Originally, they did cubbies in 3 through 5 years old, and then Sparks was Kinder through 2nd, which it still is, and Cubbies is still the same. But when I was a kid, 3rd through 6th was divided into 4 different groups. You had 3rd and 4th grade girls were the chums, 5th and 6th grade girls were the guards, and then 3rd and 4th grade boys were pals, and 5th and 6th grade boys were pioneers. About the time I reached 4th grade, they decided to do away with chums, guards, pals, and pioneers and combine them all into truth and training. And then, if your church does this, it can go all the way through high school. So 7th and 8th grade is Trek. And then 9th through 12th grade is Journey. And if you go through every single book, you get what's called the Citation Award, and you get like this big certificate thing, like a glass thing. You get your name put on, I think you still get your name put on the wall at Awana headquarters. And the pride of knowing that you have memorized a bunch of Bible verses. And let's go with what about the librarian? Trying to balance this. Oh, good! I thought so.
Activities taking place amongst her precious books.
I'm like 2 or 3 books away from getting my citation award, and so I'm slowly getting there.
You may not be so
I'm doing
lucky.
some of the new Journey books.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Here we go. Down to the restricted section of the library.
See there? That's the door we need to reach.
Oh, this is going to be a
those annoying
challenge.
prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
This
Hold
is
on
where
now.
my playing a
There's
rogue comes in
spell you can
handy.
use. Disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Ooh,
Something
hold
like
on.
that. It's not as
I'll
foolproof
answer that
as
in just a
cloak,
second.
but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Oh, here we go. Oh, almost. There we go. So is this a similar pattern that y'all were trying to paste DLC after? Kind of. It is in the sense that we want to have those three tiers of the Oracle, the Oasis, and the like if you like based on like it's more based on need versus age, though. If that makes sense. Because what it is the Oasis is more meant to be if you've had church trauma, if you've, just got some stuff that you need to work through, that is your place to go, and we will help you through that in a biblical way. The Oracle is if you have questions, like you're at the very beginning of your faith journey, or just have any questions about faith in general. Whether you're advanced or early stage, we want to be able to help you along in that as well. And so it's more, where Awana is more based on age, DLC we picture as more based on need. And we're wanting to kind of balance from what we've kind of talked about behind the scenes, and we're still very much fleshing all this out for our revamp, is we're kind of picturing something that's like a blend of a bunch of different things, and trying to reach as many people as possible by doing different kinds of streams while still having a faith focus, if that makes sense. So like we might be playing some games and having an AMA. We might, and answering questions in chat while we're doing community games. We might have a time of the week where we do a more podcast style like we have in the past. And then there will be times where we just meet in Discord and do things on Discord and have Discord movie night and fellowship. So we're wanting to try and do a bunch of different things and kind of do a blend of different things and while maintaining our own identity as DLC, and reach as many people as possible and help them on their faith journey. But we're still very much fleshing out what that's gonna look like. Okay, so I need
Revelio.
Oh, I don't need Revelio. I need Disillusionment. I don't think I'm gonna need Levioso right away. So
We must remain unseen.
there we go. Okay. So we're gonna come down here. They will sense and then investigate. Okay.
Whoever's there, you'd best get yourself back to
Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I thought that I was gonna. It was probably because I thought it was looking too easy. I thought I was making a distraction. Is what I thought I was doing.
Silent as a grave.
Yep.
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
Okay. So now. Okay. Now we gotta wait for them to go.
librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Oh, here we go. Behind the bookcase. There.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do.
Oh, good thing I
I'll
didn't
create a distraction
get
to
rid
draw her
of
away. You focus on getting the
Axio.
key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word.
Here we go, you
Trust
guys. Huh? Okay, so now I need to wait for the distraction.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what a mess!
The key. Here it is.
Must have been one of the books wandering about.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're A-okay. Huh, that was much easier than I thought it
That
would
wasn't
be.
so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
That wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Now we just gotta sneak downstairs. The question is, how are we gonna get back up? You forgot you had an outage in your area. Xfinity found an error in their system, so they shut down for a couple of minutes in order to fix it. Oh my gosh! At least it was only a couple of minutes. It sounds like everything's back up and running, though. So far, so good, Ben. Hogwarts is treating us well. We are sneaking into the restricted area of the library. Hope you're doing well. How are you? How's the baby? Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm glad they got it all fixed and you're ready to go.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Poor baby is gassy, but you're working on that. Well, there we go. Yup, there's the ghost. Ah. Can't let her see me.
Did I hear something? Must have been nothing. Just my dearly departed imagination.
Should be in
Just
the
my
corner.
dearly departed
Leave
imagination.
Quieter than a dragon.
Oh my
So what is it you've been
gosh.
looking for?
They don't
I'm looking for
even
a
make
cure to
they,
help my
they
twin
make all the
sister, Anne,
fun puns.
so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a
Alrighty,
cure in
lady
the restricted
folks.
section?
Love you.
Does
Love
the
you
Hogwarts
more.
matron have nothing that can help Anne?
You get a good night's
No,
sleep.
we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
They
But
might be
I can
able
research
to.
on my own.
I don't know.
No need to concern yourself with that right now.
That's a good
Let's
question,
focus on
Dreamer.
what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Babysitting went really, really well. Love you more. Close the app. Alright, fine. You win. You win, Lady Foes. Babysitting went really, really well. I was there. I got there about the kids' lunchtime. So they were already kind of settled in doing stuff that they knew they needed to do. during the time that I would be cooking. And so it was just a matter of keeping them busy.
Who have we here?
Oh no!
Sebastian
Who was
Simon,
that?
little friend.
Where
Out
was he? Where
exploring
did
when
Peeves
it
come
shouldn't
from?
be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Of course you would. But yeah, they did really, really well. They stayed busy.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to
And-
stop him, or at
and,
least get to the librarian
you
with
know,
a good
they,
excuse for all of this.
They were very well behaved. They listened. They did all kinds. They did all the things I needed them to do.
Wait, I
They
don't
were
want
nice
you getting
and
into trouble
calm.
for me.
I have
And then
a
they
way
had
with
they
the
had a
faculty when it
basketball game
comes
to look forward to,
disciplinary matters.
and so
Besides,
that was
I like
good.
having
They're
friends
on a
who are in my
basketball
debt.
team, and their teams
Now
were
go.
playing,
Good luck in your
and
search.
so it was a good thing
Now,
that they had
where's
that to look
damned
forward to.
poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Ah,
Here. Reparo.
there we go, Reparo. Searching the chest. Oh, it's still leaving more downstairs. Just in case, I'm gonna make sure I am not discoverable.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic.
But of course.
There must be more to this. That's it.
Oh. I wonder. There we go. Searching all of the chests that I come across.
Where might this lead?
The Athenaeum, whatever that is. Athenaeum? Athenaeum? The antechamber.
Accio.
Nope, 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 nope. I'm not. Okay. Maybe? Yes! Shiny by video game standards, it must be important. So what does everybody have planned for the week?
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Protego.
Ooh! Now that's cool. Ow. Ooh. From above? Ooh, ooh, ow, that hurt. There we go. There we go. So now we're able to make this happen.
Protego. Stupefy.
Here we go. Get him. Get him. There we go. I made it! I made it!
This must be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there.
No,
Let's keep my wits about me.
I probably should not have. Okay. There we go. Haha. There we are. Oh. Here comes this guy. Oh. Of course.
Stupid one. Potato. Stupid one.
There we go. There we go. Almost got him. Almost got him. Yeah! First try.
It is a book after all.
We found the book, you guys! Hey there, Nanaki! How you doing? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Wizards certainly love their knights. They sure do. They sure do. And they ain't no knights in shining armor either. They're knights that are after you. They don't stay neat. For you, Nanaki. I hope you're doing well and enjoy your lurk. Oh, we're getting some backstory. Wow. Alright, those of you that were in ads. Yes, more adventures with Madradonna. Hello, Vocal Duck. How are you today? Any updates on that job?
Headmistress Fitzgerald. Professor
Hey
Rackham.
fellas, you forgot
Miss
your sign.
Isadora
You
Morgana.
guys know the ones that
Welcome.
says we're wizards and witches.
Professor Rookwood.
Exactly,
Professor
exactly, Dreamer.
We understand that you are adjusting well.
So for
to
those
life
of you
at
that did
Hogwarts.
not
I
see
am.
I am glad.
the cutscene, we
Especially
went
in
back
light of
into
your
the
unusual
past and with
situation,
some witches
starting
and
as a fifth
wizards
year.
helped this
As it
family
happens, I was
by
also admitted to
restoring
Hogwarts as a fifth year.
their land.
I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morgana, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. cannot thank you enough for what you did.
No update for
We were
now.
glad
We'll
to
keep
help.
checking the internal
And yes,
job
I
boards
did
though.
see
Hey,
spells
there
of
you
magic
go. That's all
everywhere
you.
that
That's
day.
all one can
My
ask.
father insists it was
But it
my
also
imagination
tells
running
me
wild, but
the no update for
certainly
now
built
also
in.
tells
was
me
not
that
your
they might not have
imagination.
First of
even
all,
hired
Professor Rackham
anybody
can see
yet.
them too. But we've never known of
So
another
have
who
they?
I don't
Do you-
understand.
have you heard from anybody saying
The
that they've
whispers
gotten
or
interviews
traces
or
that
anything
appear
like that?
when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic.
Few
Morgana?
are capable of wielding it.
Morgana?
Hogwarts itself
Right?
is a stronghold
No,
of ancient
no, no, no,
magic.
no, 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 no,
So
no.
if I can see
That's
traces
not
of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield
good.
it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Miss Morgana.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few.
Why do I feel like if
Such we ask
why do
that
I
you
feel
not
like
speak
she's
to
gonna be
anyone
our
about what we've
enemy?
discussed here today.
That group works in a different lab, so you're not sure if they've interviewed or hired someone yet. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Well, it sounds like you're doing the right thing, keeping on checking the internal job boards and trying to figure out, okay,
Sebastian.
here's where I can apply and all of this.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are
Yeah, I
insufficient.
got this.
I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you
Oh,
didn't come
no.
alone tonight.
Oh no.
If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else.
Exactly. Him
I
and
came
the
alone.
mouse in his pocket. There we go.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Of course, that's the worst that Peeves can do. Secrets of the Restricted section complete. Alright, so now what do we do? Where do we go? Where do I go? But where do I go from here? But exactly, Vocal Duck. It was him and the mouse in his pocket.
Revelio.
There's a chest over there. Right? Pocahontas 2 was so underrated. So underrated. And it stayed truer to the books. Ooh, now that's one I haven't heard yet, Dreamer. I might have to have you explain that one to me.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
And Pocahontas 2 was truer to the history than Pocahontas 1. But where do I go from here? So many voices ringing in my ear. Which is the voice that I was meant to hear? How will I know? Where do I go from here? I can hide from that chest?
Here.
Doctor! Hello, hello! How are you? Have you made it safely to your... No, wait. That's Thursday that you're heading out. That's Thursday that you're heading out. And yes, I am a wizard! It's from the second entry of the Kingdom game. Kingdom games called... Hold on. Called Shadowon. The game's not much to write home about, downgraded from its predecessor, The Far Reaches, but the song is wonderful. I will definitely have to watch that. Look at him giving me that side eye, right? Right? It's that fake southerner! You're a Midwesterner, you just had way too much fun acting like a southerner the other day. It's all good, Dreamer, I figured it out. You're leaving, tomorrow evening to get to the halfway point, and then the actual procedure is scheduled on Thursday. Keep us posted. I've been praying over that. I would love to be able to update stream if you feel so inclined, and see what we can do to support you in all of that. I know you want to raid my stuff. Go back to your dorm, right? Can I open the chest? He's like, I'm too tired to put up with you. Not while he's giving you that glare. That's fair. I really appreciate it. I'll let you know if it helps at all, which you certainly hope that it does. I do have the invisibility spell. Hey! Did I get something? I got the 500! Hey! I am definitely praying that it helps and that you can tell a difference right away. Right away. Because you need some relief from that. What the? Yow! That wasn't very nice, right? It's gonna yell at me later. I just thought this entire time there were chests that you just weren't gonna be able to open. Boy, was I wrong. I just thought it was one that would wear off eventually. Somehow I thought it would just wear off. And then all would be well. Don't let the chest be smarter than you. Exactly! Exactly! And now... we gotta wait. Because of course it's the middle of the night and he's not here. Tomes and tribulations.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather
Oh
unorthodox,
yes, those
to say the
lovely
least.
constant head pains, right?
It's inconceivable.
The doctor needs a doctor!
Fig, you have a visitor.
You thought it
I'll
was
see what I
something
can
we'd
find
learn
out.
how to dispel and open later on. Boy, was there an egg on my
Sam,
face when I
I
realized
was
all you
able
had
to
to do
search
was
the
go
restricted
invisible,
section while you were
right?
with Professor Black.
Right?
It was a book we were after.
It's like, dude, it seems so simple and yet so... and yet...
What? That
That's
almost too.
Wait.
It's
You
almost
accessed
too
the
simple.
restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the
Yeah,
restricted
what
section,
was the
as it appeared on the map.
original
I want to hear everything.
purpose of
First, let's have a
Botox?
look.
Was it originally for headaches and not necessarily for the anti-aging stuff that it's typically used for today?
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing.
Oh no, missing
It appears someone has got
pages!
to the book before us.
How dare!
Still,
How
I
very
will need
dare!
time to study what remains.
Oh, they snuck in
Perhaps
and they
we can
got it
still
out from
salvage
under us.
something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the
You
book.
forgot that this was built
Another
right at the start of
pensive
the Renaissance, and
Godric's
bright
art.
colors
The man
cost
we
an
saw
arm, a
before,
leg, and a
Percival
couple hundred
Wickham,
bruises,
was a professor
and
here. The first
17
memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore
7
Hamlet from the
teeth?
drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a
Oh
student
my
who started as a
goodness.
fifth year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
I had
Why
forgotten
those
that.
memories? Perhaps this book will explain.
Oh, here's
Now, I'll have to
hoping.
take it with me to
Maybe it's
London.
all in the
The
missing
headmaster has
pages.
insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Wait.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
There we go.
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
That's a good idea.
I understand.
That's a good idea.
I'll see what I can learn
because
about
we
the
don't
missing
want them
pages
to
while
be
you're gone.
like.
Good.
We don't want them to
Don't
have to
neglect
be
your
on
studies.
high alert.
Your wand work
right
is
away.
improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions.
Hey,
There's more
vocal
to
deck,
magic
we're going
than
to your
spellcasting.
class
Plenty to
soon.
keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've
We're
accomplished
going
when
to
I
your
return.
classes soon, I'm sure.
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
So we completed Tomes and Tribulations just by talking to him. Huh? That's cool. You like the herbology teacher, but you also suspect her, and I'll see why.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Okay. I guess let's do
Lower
it.
Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
So, let's see. You forgot some info from the medieval lives. But to counter assault, according to how I was beat up, I'll get compensated a ton. Right? I will totally be compensated a ton. And yes, this is
Professor
pre-Harry.
Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Oh boy. So, let's see. Hamlets are small communities throughout the world. Okay. Lower Hogsfield. Okay. Part of me kind of wants to do the... Right? I thought Hamlet was a Shakespeare play too! Right? I'm sitting here thinking, to be or not to be. Whether 'tis or that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind's eye to embrace the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep no more. Aye, or let's see, to die, to sleep. Aye, there's the rub. And by sleep to say we mourn the something, we shuffle off this mortal coil from day to day. I had this memorized at one point. Alright, here we go. To be or not to be soliloquy. To be or not to be, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the presser's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of deprised love, the law's delay, when he the insolence of office and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin, who would fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills that we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. And then I think there's something about soft you now, the fair Ophelia. Made in thy orisons be all my sins remembered, something like that. Dave! Wait a minute. You changed colors on me, Dave. I actually really like the green. I like the green and I like the pink. Either one, whichever one you like better. We are on our way over to see if we can... Oh! We need to go to herbology class. Beautiful speech, but remember, the guy saying it was talking to a demon earlier. That's fair. I mean, Hamlet wasn't all there upstairs. And we have a hydrate. So far, so good, Dave. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Purple! I see purple! And that makes me super happy. Let's see, we need our quests. We need not necessarily herbology class yet. I want Crossed Wands round 3. We're gonna locate it on the map. Right, so much joy. I love purple. You don't think you've ever seen Dave in my late streams, right? Right? Normally he isn't able to make those streams, but how was your day of relaxing and chilling with the tie-dye pup? Exactly, since this new job. Usually wake up between 8 and 9. I love it.
Future champion coming through.
There we go, future champion.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of
8
Cross
hours
One
of
ready?
sleep, woke
Big
up,
match
made a cup
today.
of coffee, played
It
with your
all
new
comes
power
down
bank
to
that you
this.
got.
The moment that we
Nice!
find out if your training and dedication
What did you get to do
is
with
enough
the
to
power
win
bank?
it all.
Did you get it all
Ready
set
for a
up
shot
and
at
everything?
glory?
Absolutely,
certainly am.
let's do
Brilliant.
it!
Are you dealing with a partner?
Oh yeah.
Yes, Natty.
Then
We're
let's
gonna-
get started.
Natty is our best friend here at Hogwarts!
We can make this a real victory.
Alrighty, sounds good. Sounds good, Dreamer. You get a good night's sleep and God bless. Just wanted to see how it worked, where the connections are, etc. I love it. Is it pretty user-friendly? There we go. There we go. Almost got him. Almost got him. And that's a very good question, STL. That is a very good question.
There goes my way.
Oh boy.
Act like a winner.
Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! It's totally fine. I love it when you do wordplay. Goober with wordplay is the best thing. Puns are always the best. We win! We win! Someone uploaded Reduced Shakespeare Company's production of Hamlet to YouTube. It was pretty great. Your favorite was when they performed it backwards. Donna's going back to early 2000s memes with her panic attack. She keeps firing her laser! Blah!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
I love it, STL. You're right. I do remember those. I do vaguely remember those memes.
And so it is
Vaguely.
my great honour to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Supreme dueling accomplishment!
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with.
Aww.
Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Oh, I think we have just enough time for herbology class. And then I need to hit the hay. Yes! Time for herbology! So we'll do this there, because I need to try and get this done as fast as I can, while still enjoying it. Because 4:45 a.m. comes so early.
I think transfiguration is...
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
How do these administrators run Hogwarts? Like, if we think about all of the perils that Harry had to face while at Hogwarts, it's a miracle the school hasn't been shut down. Right? Like, that in and of itself is amazing. The fact that they can say, hey, kid that's super young and has lived under a staircase his entire life, feel free to come to school here and just, I don't know, see if you're able to, like, survive against all these Death Eaters and against he who shall not be named.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here.
Wait, Lenora, why does that...
A little treat for your auntie.
Oh, hello.
Right? Hashtag chosen one probs. Exactly. Exactly. Gives a whole new meaning to,
We do look forward to growing
Oh,
together.
wait a minute. Was Sebastian looking at us in a way that implies that he might like us?
This year
Was Sebastian kind of looking at us with this look of like, well, hey, Wizard Donna.
Is knowledge. The prudent
I kind of
is no more
wonder.
afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
He should be singing Under the Sea.
Today we will be
Under
acquainting
the
ourselves
sea.
with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake
Darling,
root.
it's better down where it's
Accio.
wetter. Take it from me.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Good idea. Oops. I don't think this is gonna work.
Now, everyone, grip the mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh boy. First class, and she's having you pull up a mandrake, right? A Mandy, right? Did she just shove garlic in her ears? That didn't even look like cotton balls. They really didn't. They really didn't. They really didn't. It really did look like garlic cloves.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Exactly, exactly. We all know there's vampires in the wizard world, and so because of that, we have to have garlic cloves for
Yours
earplugs.
was a bit mature, I'm
Okay?
afraid.
Okay?
All right
It's
then.
canon now.
Off you go.
It's canon now.
Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Okay.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knot grass.
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well
Hello?
done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I enjoyed
Actually,
it.
I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're
Although, did I
already
see the
taking to
film
herbology
theory on
like
that?
a mandrake
Vampires
to
hating
fresh
garlic is
soil.
vampire
Now, as I
propaganda.
mentioned,
Garlic has an
next
effect
we'll
of
be
bulging
planting
out your
dittany.
veins and arteries and
Let us
causing
find
your
you
blood
some
to be much more
seeds.
fragrant.
I already have
What?
some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
How did I
You
not
visited
know
the magic
this?
neep. Wonderful.
How did I not know
A prepared
this?
student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the
I
classroom.
love, like, part of
Wasn't
me
easy
is
to
like,
spare one on
all
such
I've ever
late
known to be
notice.
true is a lie.
Plant the seeds
The
there
other
now,
part of me is
and
like,
you
that
can
is so
return to
cool.
harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see.
It
how
does
to
make
balance my
sense.
star thistle arrangement.
It does
Snippets
make
fancy
sense. It's
or
just
roses?
you grow up your entire life hearing, yes, they hate
Dittany's restorative properties make it
all
a
the
vital ingredient in
garlic
the
and
Wiggenweld
everything, and
potion,
then you
as
hear
all
that
should
and
know
you're
from
like,
Professor Sharp's
what?
class.
And they also sparkle in the sunlight. Just kidding, they don't, because that's dumb, Stephanie Meyer, right? Oh, Twilight. The series everybody loves to hate. So now here's the real question.
Done.
For
Once
those
it
of
can be
you that
harvested, your destiny will
read
be ready to
Twilight,
use
were
in
you
Wiggenweld
Team
potion.
Edward or Team
I'll let
Jacob?
Professor Sharp tell you about that.
You don't hate Twilight. Hey,
Let's
that's
say
fair.
we branch out.
It's one
Introduce
of those,
you to
it's
a
got its target
different sort of
audience.
flora. The Chinese
Ben, this is
chopping
why we're
cabbage.
friends.
You'll find
This
that
is why
some
we're
plants are
friends,
better suited
Ben.
to uses outside of a
As
cauldron.
much of a
Cabbages do
creeper
get
as he
testy without
is,
something to chew.
as much of a
Fortunately, I have
creeper
a
as
tummy
Edward
for them to
is,
gnaw
he's
on.
not as much of a
Here,
creeper
dear,
as
and let them
Jacob.
have a good chomping. Yes, Professor. They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room.
You know
Your
it's bad
classmate,
when one
Mr.
of the
Pruitt,
leads,
has
Robert
kindly offered
Pattinson,
to
crapped on the
accompany you.
movies during every
Come back
interview
and
he
see me when
had.
you're
I mean,
finished. Oh, and
fair,
mind your fingers.
fair. The
They do
movies
bite.
were not the best. The movies may not have been the best.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages.
You
At
have
least
the
Dad will
movies
take
on
us there.
Blu-ray but never watched
you'll
them or
leave.
read any of the books. Granted, if you really wanted to read them, literally the entire series has been at every thrift store you've ever gone to. Oh my goodness. We gotta go to the other greenhouse? Other greenhouse? What you talking about, Willis? It had flaws, no argument, but you thought the flipping of the vampire tropes. That is true. How do I get to the other green? Oh, is it maybe up through here?
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
There we go.
Excuse
Upstairs and follow the
Duel
catwalk
with
out.
Sebastian.
There we go.
And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Oh, that's true. Like them not getting burned by the sun and Carlisle actually having a cross in their house. Oh, that's
Go
true.
on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Okay. Oh. Ah. Right? I don't see a cat walking anywhere. That is true. Hold the tab to open the tool wheel and assign. There we go.
Look at that.
That is pretty cool that they tried to do that and
Mum planted
turned
some
it
in her
all
garden
upside
last
down.
year to keep the
I
gnomes
also
out.
really
Did
liked
say
the
something gnoming, but they
I
left the
liked
honking
Bella's
daffodils in
dad,
tatters.
Charlie.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they?
He was such
My
a
kind of
good
plants.
dad.
Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing balls.
There probably is a cat
The
in
kind of
this
plants
area
that'd have your back
someplace,
in a
and you can
fight.
pet him, which is nice,
Not saying you
right?
can't go it alone.
Wizard Donna
but-
has a way with
well,
animals,
imagine that wasn't a
especially the ones that are over in the Hufflepuff house.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary.
This is
Dogweed
true.
and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea.
Yep.
Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Aww.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
That's right, it was only 2 trolls. Just a couple of them. I like how he's just so shy. You just feel like the word Hufflepuff sounds like the way a stereotypical Karen would behave. He is kind of cute. And we're just over here collecting all the things. I mean, speaking as a Hufflepuff, I might. I mean, there are times where I kind of have an inner Karen monologue. My inner Karen monologue never comes out, but boy, do I think it sometimes.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor. Remarkable
Something I'm
plants,
working
aren't they?
on.
I hope they weren't too much trouble. Ooh, don't see
I
any
need to
bright
know which
marks
house
or
you would be in.
missing
I
digits.
feel like you would be.
As you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue
Either
to blossom.
Ravendor, which would be Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, but with Ravenclaw as your main, or Gryffindor. You'd be either Gryffindor or Ravenclaw. It's free. It's free. do it. Not me being the bad influence friend.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more. I'm glad.
Yeah,
Herbology
BuzzFeed
is a
quizzes aren't
bounteous
exactly the
subject.
best.
Tend to your garden.
They're kind of
and
fun
it will
though.
tend to you.
They are kind of fun though.
Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime.
But
I so
what's
enjoy checking in
cool
with
is
my
that
new
if you
students.
take it on Wizarding World and then you start playing Hogwarts Legacy, you can connect your Wizarding World account to your game and it'll affect certain things in the game.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as
Right?
friendships.
Okay, did we finish our class or do we need to do something more? Not the Ravenclaw just being like, I'm standing mysteriously by the door.
I don't know what Madame Bizarre was thinking.
Well, I think this is as good a spot as any. We're gonna have to call it a night tonight, unfortunately. As much as I'm enjoying this, because I need to go to bed. And I've got to get a shower and everything before that. And 4:45 comes early. But if you guys have any prayer requests, please, please, please don't hesitate to post or let me know. My DMs are always open. So I would love to know anything that you guys need me to pray over. And welcome to the Hufflepuff family! Hold on, before we go. "37% Hufflepuff, 27% Gryffindor, 26 Ravenclaw, 10% Slytherin." I do indeed have the Hufflepuff robe. See, there's our house symbol. Right there. Hufflepuff. And my wand. Alright, you guys. I love you guys. And if I love you, how much more does God love you? And I hope you guys remember that you feel his love through this week. And I will see you guys on a Saturday morning. And yes, STL, Doctor, they do need a legit wand piercing store at Universal. They need it. Please, if anybody from Universal is watching this stream, please make this happen. You guys sleep well. I love you. God loves you. And I will see you on Saturday. Good night.